So just how do you move a 6,000-pound satellite that is also the size of a small school bus from Colorado to Florida? Well, engineers and scientists with NASA and NOAA had to do just that with the new weather satellite that is about to enter Earth's orbit. Meteorologist Alex Forbes is not on that rocket, thankfully, but he is in Cape Canaveral, and apparently they got it there somehow.
Ben, they did. It's about 1,500 miles from metropolitan Denver to Florida's eastern seaboard, and now GOES-T is right behind me at Cape Canaveral Space Force Base. It was no small feat to get it here, even though it pales in comparison to the journey it's about to take. Check it out. The planned launch of GOES-T is just under 24 hours away. Scientists and engineers first had to get the equipment ready to go. That happened at Lockheed Martin's facility in Littleton, Colorado, where it was built. The spacecraft team carefully packaged GOES-T, which is the size of a small school bus, for the voyage to Florida. Throughout the process, engineers were careful to protect the sensitive instruments on board. When the satellite was ready to go, it made the short trip across Metro Denver to Buckley Space Force Base.
And we ship it in the middle of the night because it's a big transport. You know, it's wider than the roads are, so we want to ship it when there's very little traffic.
There, it was loaded onto a C5 Super Galaxy cargo transport. In fact, they just slowly backed the truck onto the plane. Then GOES-T took flight for the first time, going from the Centennial State to the Sunshine State, landing at Kennedy Space Center. After arriving in Florida, the satellite was unpackaged, went through a series of tests, and then went through a process known as encapsulation, which secures and protects the satellite for launch. While engineers completed the encapsulation, the rocket and Centaur were assembled. The Centaur is the brain for the rocket, providing flight control and fuel for the ride up. The encapsulated satellite is then attached to the launch vehicle, ready for rollout to Space Launch Complex 41 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Base. Connor. And the rollout happened this morning shortly after 10 a.m. Now, GOES-T is sitting on the launch pad ready for liftoff tomorrow afternoon. Coming up tonight at 10 and 11, we're going to be talking about the weather conditions needed tomorrow so that we lift off on time. I'll give you a hint, Ben. We do not want what we're about to get, which is some rain moving in here to Cape Canaveral. Live in Florida, I'm Alex Forbes, 13 WMAZ News.